Hi, I'm Angie and today I want to share with you another recipe for a filling. So I'm trying to reduce the dairy in my life because my body is not very good at digesting it, let's say that. All of my recipes I'm trying to avoid dairy, which is really hard when you want to make bonbons because cream is like one of the basic things in like a ganache or anything else. So that's why I'm always very excited when I find a good recipe that I can share with you that doesn't have any dairy. And that's what we do today. The original recipe is from the Pralinarium. And so that's what I want to share with you. We only need almonds, sugar. So basically we make a praline and then we add some chocolate. So the original recipe is with milk chocolate. But I don't like it very sweet, so I have a really dark chocolate, like a 85% dark chocolate that I want to use with it, just to balance out the sweetness. And yeah, that's what we do. Anything else? I don't think so. Let's do this. Our first step is roasting almonds, and then I will transfer them to a silicone mat. Then we make some caramel, dump it over. And then we move forward to our next steps. But first we roast our almonds until they're start to smell really good and get some color. After I want to say 5 to 10 minutes, it starts really smelling good, like roasty, toasty almonds. Maybe a couple of more minutes, but they start to darken up at some spots. I just transformed them over to a silicone mat, and now we start making caramel. I have my sugar here, put it on medium heat. Now I'm waiting that all of our sugar crystals dissolve and we get like a brown caramelly color. It's becoming bubbly, and as soon as I have a caramelly color, I will transfer it over to my almonds. I was taking the measurements from the original recipe, but it seems like you want to use a little bit more of the caramel. Just make a little bit more caramel and I think then you're good to go, because I still have some almonds here that are not covered in sugar, but I also don't think that this is necessarily important because we dump all of this into a mixer once it's completely cooled down. So I think that should be fine. A heads up, I never had issues with making caramel before, like never. And today I needed 3 attempts to make a caramel that isn't crystallizing. The first 2 times I was just making it with the sugar and the water. And as I said, I never had issues with it in the past. But for some reason it crystallizes 2 times. And with the 3rd time I just replaced a little bit of the sugar with some glucose syrup, which really helps prevent crystallization of the sugar. And I think now we're good. That's looking really good here. You can see some really nice amber looking pieces here. So that is looking good. And now we're letting this completely cool down, maybe for like 20 minutes or so. It's already really cool after only 5 minutes. And then we put this into a mixer. We chop it first, put it into a mixer and grind it down. Now we come to the least fun part, and that is the mixing of all of the caramel and almonds. And you can use whichever blender you have. I have a Vitamix, but you can use just whatever you have at home. I don't like doing it because it's super noisy, it takes some time, and basically we're looking for a consistency of, I want to say almond or peanut butter, so this takes a while, but let's go to it. So that's where I'm at right now. Not quite the consistency I'm looking for, so let's go for another round. My blender has really a hard time. So I will add a teaspoon, let's do a tablespoon of almond oil and hope, yeah, it works better. Let's try that. That's so much better. That's actually looking really good. And now I'm adding chocolate and mix it again really through. And this is how it looks like. We're looking for this consistency. And now I will let it cool down and temper it before I fill my molds. If you don't temper it, yeah, there's the possibility that all of your oils will separate from the solid parts. So yeah, in this case it really makes sense to temper it. Here I've got my prepared mold, and here I have my gianduja. Now it's fully tempered. I pour everything into my piping bag, then I pipe it in. And so now this is important with every filling you make. It cannot be too warm for your chocolate. So you don't want to kick your chocolate out of temper because you're using a too hot filling. So this right now has 33 degrees Celsius, which is a good temperature. And because I tempered my chocolate, I will let it crystallize for a couple of hours, like 6 to 8 hours or so. Oh, that was too much. Before I'm adding my bottom. Thanks for watching my video. Yeah, I hope you liked it. And just as always, if you have questions, leave them in the comments below. Shoot me a message on Instagram at ChocolateSpiel. And yeah, that's from me today. Have a good one. Bye.